Hello, and tell me first, what is your name and what is your brand?
I'm Ash and I'm the owner of Vayda Organic Skincare.
Tell me a bit about the brand.
We are all certified organic and we predominantly focus on oil-based products. So we are targeted for mainly women with inflammatory skin concerns.
What was it that made you first reach out and sign up for eCom Capital?
For me, because I had the business prior to eCom Capital, I loved all the creative side of things, and that was something that I was quite good at because I've done it in my work previously. But one thing that I really needed help with was ads, understanding data, and also just really making, I guess, logical decisions based on data, because I didn't know how to do that before. So I did find I was in a little bit of a rat race and I didn't know, I guess, what decisions to make and when to make them.
What was it about eCom Capital compared to the other companies that could have also helped you? What stood out the most about eCom Capital compared to the rest?
I think for me, I'm in the Mastermind program. So for me, that has just been such a phenomenal experience because I'm getting access to what I think are the best minds in Australia. Like, they are just so knowledgeable, and the advice that they're giving us, the tools that we're learning, it's stuff that I never would have been able to learn myself. But I also feel in a course where you are just sort of learning as you're going, you don't have that level of support and you don't have, I guess, that level of service. So I think that was a really big tick for me. When I did come across the program, I love the one-on-one support, and I also love the tailored guidance as well. Like, I find that really phenomenal.
And what would you say would be sort of your biggest success so far since you did start working with eCom Capital?
Definitely more consistent sales, which is fantastic. And I think too, that just comes back to understanding the data, understanding what is working and what isn't working, but also then having, I guess, those problem solving skills to put things in place when they're not working. So beforehand, I definitely didn't have those skills. And so I found that there was a lot of overwhelm around things when they weren't working. But then also on the other foot, when things did work, I was like, how did I do that? I don't know what I did. So for me, this has really taught me those fundamental tools to really look at things logically, to really have plans in place, and to be able to pivot when you need to, which I think is really important in business, especially in the digital space when things are moving so quickly and things are always constantly changing. It's just one of those tools that, you know, money can't buy. Like, once you have that knowledge and that expertise and those problem solving skills, you can carry them through for years and years.
Thinking back to when you first signed up, you know, and started working with eCom Capital, what would you say was your biggest fear coming into it?
The big reason that I did start the Mastermind program was because I never understood my numbers. I didn't know how to read data effectively, and that is just such a fundamental thing that you do need to know in your business. So I came into it thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know any of this, and I did feel quite overwhelmed. I think I was worried that they would think, how has she been doing business for all these years? Like, she doesn't know her numbers. I think that's just been really fantastic because the team have also provided us with so many financial tools as well. So like, we have spreadsheets. We're very clear now in like the KPIs that we need to meet, and when we are running paid ads, we know very quickly if something is or isn't working because we have those metrics in front of us, which I didn't have before. So beforehand, I was running everything off emotional decisions because you can't run a profitable and what I believe like a sustainable business without that data behind you.
What would be your main advice to people out there that thinking about coming on board and working with eCom Capital? What would your main advice be?
I think it's really important for people to know that if it was easy, everybody would do it. Sasha is very open with this. It is hard work, but you have a team around you who support you 100%, and they really want you to win and they want you to succeed. You do have to have that mindset where you are coming in and you are going to work hard and you are going to see those results, but you do have that team around you, and I think that is the most important thing, having that support. Another thing too, if you were, I guess, potentially looking at the different packages and seeing why should I go into Mastermind, I guess essentially. For me, I made the decision because I've done courses in the past, and I think, to be completely honest with you, when I'm left to my own devices, life gets in the way. I have a family, I have a young daughter, and I think when there is no accountability, you can fall off the track really easily and very quickly. Where for me, I'm in Mastermind, so I have access to all the coaches, I have my own private channel, we have regular one-on-one meetings, they have access to all my data, they're just like an extension of your team. I just think to have that level of support and being able to access them and their knowledge so easily and so quickly it is invaluable, and you can then start to make really positive changes very quickly. You can scale very quickly when things start to work, and you also have, I guess, that team around you telling you, yes, this is the right move, this is the direction we want to go in. So I've just found that fantastic.
Looking into the future and your brand and working with eCom Capital, what is sort of the one thing you are most looking forward to?
I'm just really looking forward to the growth of the business. When we did come to eCom Capital, my main focus was, and it still absolutely is, it's helping women with their skin. And when I do receive the feedback, I even have some women wanting to call me on the phone, and the emails, the reviews, the DMs, like how our products have changed not only their skin, it's so much more than that, it's their confidence, their self-esteem. These are women that have tried things for 10, 20, 30 years and nothing has worked. So having that feedback that's why I do what I do. And I think for me, the eCom Capital team, they share those values. I guess us growing together and them showing me how I can reach more women on that larger scale. I think that's something that I'm really excited about.